Hey y'all, so I am the player that played at SJSU on the volleyball team. I think this would be a great opportunity to start posting from start to finish everything that I had to go through for my 2 seasons playing on that volleyball team with a man. Not only playing with him, but living with him. And not only living with him, but transferring there and living with him without first knowing that I was living with a man. These are the types of things, these were the first few months of me being there that I had no idea.
As you can see, this woman decided to open up about her experience playing volleyball at San Jose State and how she didn't know she was living with a man. And I want to give you some context as to what she's referring to. A few years ago, the women's volleyball team at San Jose State University had a transgender woman on their roster, and that became a national story after teams refused to play them, forfeited their games, and a couple players on the team started speaking out publicly. Now, whether or not you agree with trans athletes competing in women's sports is a separate conversation. What I want you to notice is something else. This girl keeps referring to her teammate as a man and goes on to say how she didn't know she was living with a man for months. If you were living with someone for months and didn't even realize they were trans, it means they were minding their own business, respecting everyone's privacy, and clearly wasn't doing any of the things people constantly accuse trans women of doing in locker rooms or bathrooms. Because if any of that were happening, she would have known immediately. Instead, it seems like she's telling a story where the only real issue is that she later learned her teammate was trans and decided she didn't like it. Refusing to acknowledge someone's identity and repeatedly calling them a man is not discourse about whether trans athletes should be competing in women's sports, it's just disrespect.